Praise for those who die in the Lord. Let's see. Here again is a verse that is taken to the funeral in our day, and certainly is to use it at a funeral completely robs it of its application. This verse refers only to the Great Tribulation period, verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 13. The Megaeus Absurdus translation is, And I heard a voice from heaven saying, Right, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labor or sorrows, for their works follow with them. And Darrell has this underscored. Apparently, many of God's tribulation saints, both of the 144,000 and the untold number of Gentiles that will be saved during that time, are going to lay down their lives for Christ. They will be martyred. Darrow underscores this during the time of the Great Tribulation, it will be better to die than to live. At that time, this verse will give comfort and assurance. They will have rest from their sorrows, and their works will follow them, and the Lord will reward them. As I have said, this is not a verse for God's saints in comfortable affluent America as I see it. For most of us, it is unnatural to want to die. I feel as Paul expressed it, for I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Christ, which is far better. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you. And having this confidence, I know that I shall abide and continue with you all for your furtherance and joy of faith, that your rejoicing may be more abundant in Jesus Christ for me by my coming to you again. Philippians chapter 1, verse 23 and 24. Personally, I would like to stay down here for quite a few more years and teach the Word of God. I am no hurry to get to heaven. This old story illustrates my viewpoint. A black boy in my Southland years ago went to church on the a Sunday night. The preacher asked, how many of you want to go to heaven? Everybody but this boy put up his hand. The preacher looked at him and asked, Son, don't you want to go to heaven? Sure, the boy answered, but I thought you were getting up a load tonight. Well, I remember I don't want to be on the load uh, leaving tonight either. I am going there ultimately, but I would like to live and serve as long as possible. For me, it would be unnatural to want to die, but in the Great Tribulation, it will be a different story. They will just be waiting in patience and in sorrow. If they are martyred, it will be a wonderful thing. Darrell has this underscored. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. And he continues underscoring here. He is going to reward them for their faithfulness to himself. You can see that this verse is not appropriate for a funeral, especially for a wealthy man who has been living in uh, clover all of his life. In Texas, I heard it used at a rich man's funeral, a man who had been brought up in a home of wealth. He had never known what it was to lift his little finger in actual work. He just toyed around with a ranch and lost money on it. He had so much money, he had to get rid of it some way. Yet the preacher applied this verse to him. It is a terrible abuse of the word of God. Death is going to be precious to the people in the great tribulation, but not for the saints of our society in which everything is geared to comfort. Darrell has this underscored, for these works follow with them, reveals that they will be rewarded for their faithfulness, patience, and works in this period. God does not save anyone from their works, but He does reward us for our works. Our works, are good or bad, are like tin cans tied to a dog's tail. We cannot get away from them. They will follow us to the Bema seat of Christ.